So here I have my code for the Doubly Linked list. It's a Milo-based program. So here is our local fields. Here is our default constructor, and this one is our overload constructor. And this method is empty. What it does is to check if our list has or have an element stored. It returns a true or false statement. And this method, add to head, what it does is to add an element to our first element, the list or the head of the list. Add to tail method is the opposite of our add to head. It will add an element to our last element or the tail of our list. Here, print head method is to print our head, and this one, print tail method, is to print our tail. And this method, print forward, what this does is the first will be printed out will be the head, and then the next node until the tail. And this method print backward, what it does the opposite. The first will be printed out to will be tail, and then the previous node of the tail, and then the previous node of the another until to head. This method remove head. What this does is to remove the head, and this one is to remove the tail. Insert after, what it does is to add an node after the targeted node. So let's say if you have a target of you targeted the second node, it will add an element to the third node. Delete node is what it says to the name is delete a node. Delete a one node to our list. Search node is to search an element to our list if it's existing in our list or not. And here this method is basically the amino of our program. So here we have this is our main program. We have a menu here with different prompts to help our user. So let's try to run if it's working or not. Mhm. And it's very okay. Done. Okay, let's run. Okay. Okay, first is let's add an item to our head. Let's say 10. And then let's add an item or element to our tail. Let's say 30. And then let's add again. And then let's try the insert after. Let's say enter target node, let's say 10. And then enter item to insert after target node, so 20. Now let's display the first element or the head is supposedly it should be 10, and it's correct. And our tail should be 30, and it's correct. So let's try to print it forward. The output should be 10, 20, and 30. And then if it's print backward, it should be 30, 20, 10. Okay, good, good. And then let's try to remove the head. Remove the head. It's our head is side plan. So let's try to print it forward. And then print it, remove our tail, and then print. Oh, it's working. Then let's add more elements. Then 120. Let's print it forward 6. 20, 10, 10. Now let's delete this 20. Let's delete our 20. Not successfully deleted. And then search. Now let's add another node. Let's say 20, 50. And then let's search a 50 is existing in our list. And yeah, it is located on the fifth. If the item exists and located in the first element, since we added the 50 to our head, and the head is the first element of our list. 0 for exit. That's all.